Ragnar said coldly. There are thousands of them, but he may not always be around him. We only need to know where he will be at a specific time, then find him there and kill him directly. Lu Guang hurriedly said, I know. Mr. Orville's whereabouts are uncertain during the day, but he usually stays in Classic Mansion at night, because his Classic Mansion is very famous in Orus Hill, and many of his friends will go there to dine at night. Ragnar asked him, how many security guards does Classic Mansion have? Lu Guang thought for a while and said, for the security, there should be about 10, and the rest are waiters. Ragnar snorted coldly. 10 security guards are not enough. My bodyguards are all masters in the army. For them 10 is nothing? After all, he looked at a burly middle-aged man headed by his 5 bodyguards and asked, Jones Zijo, you have been with me for the longest time, the strongest, and the most efficient in doing things. I will let you take other people, go to Classic Mansion to kill Mr. Orville tonight. Whoever blocks you, kill whoever you want. Can you do it? Jones Zijo immediately clasped his fists and said, Mr. Wu, don't worry, a dozen security guards are just ants in front of us. As for that Mr. Orville, he will be killed like a dog. Ragnar nodded in satisfaction, then looked at Lu Guang, and said, Lu Guang, don't you have a bloody vengeance with Orville? I now give you a chance to take revenge. You will take my person to Classic Mansion tonight, get rid of Orville. Get rid of him, my Wu family will come out to protect you, and hold you in one hand as the new underground emperor of Orus Hill. When Lu Guang heard this, there was a deep hatred in his eyes, and his heart was already boiling. What is the purpose of making a dog for the Wu family and working hard? Isn't it just revenge and kill Orville and Charlie? Now, Ragnar gave him a chance to become the underground emperor of Orus Hill. How can he refuse such a good thing? Moreover, he had long heard that the Wu family's bodyguards were all retired soldiers from the army. If there are 5 such people, it is more than enough to go to Classic Mansion to kill Orville. Once Mr. Orville dies, his little brother will immediately be headless. At this time, there was Wu family backing up for themselves. It is easy to become the new underground emperor of Orus Hill. From now on, with the Wu family's relationship, it is very likely that he will reach the pinnacle of his life. At this moment, at the birthday banquet of Mr. Song, Charlie waited for the formal opening of the feast, and then offered Mr. Song a glass of wine, and he quickly went to Tianqi's clinic to see the situation. At the dinner table, Solomon White, Qin Gang, Ao Shui, Mr. Orville, Liang and even Doris looked at him with more respect than before. The miraculous effect of rejuvenation pill is really impressive. However, everyone was quite self-aware, and no one took the initiative to mention the rejuvenation pill with him. Although Charlie still had 20 rejuvenating pills left, he was not ready to take them out as gifts. Although Solomon White, Qin Gang and Mr. Orville are all young, they are far from reaching old age. Therefore, there is no need for them to take rejuvenation pill now. If in the future they will still follow their karma and follow him steadily, he will definitely give them one at the right time. At the dinner table, Charlie looked at Liang, who hadn't seen him for a few days, and asked him curiously, "How is Wei's Pharmaceuticals?" Liang hurriedly said respectfully, "Mr. Wade, the development of Wei's pharmaceutical is normal. I am also organizing some old traditional medicine practitioners and pharmacists of Chinese patent medicine to explore and study our ancient Chinese prescriptions, and prepare to introduce some ancient traditional medicines as well." Having said that, Liang said with some regret, "Our ancestors left so many good prescriptions. Now they are either lost or stolen by pharmaceutical companies in other countries. It is a shame, so I want to do everything. Explore the possibilities." Charlie nodded and said approvingly, "This is a good idea. The good things our ancestors left behind have been taken away by Japanese and South Korean companies. If we don't pay attention anymore, then the Chinese ancestors left behind Fang. I'm afraid it will become the bragging capital of these small neighboring countries." With that, Charlie suddenly thought of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical in Japan. Kobayashi Pharmaceutical was cheated by himself for more than 10 billion. Now is the time when his vitality is severely injured, and he also left a hidden danger for Kobayashi Pharmaceutical. Jiro, the second son of the Kobayashi family, thought that his elder brother was dead, but he couldn't think of it. Ichiro is still feeding and shoveling shit at Orville's kennel. If Kobayashi Pharmaceutical is in a state of failure, that's fine. If Kobayashi Pharmaceutical's head rises a bit, he can take Ichiro back to pick the peaches. Thinking of this, he asked Liang, "How is the situation with Kobayashi Pharmaceutical in Japan?" Liang said, "Kobayashi Pharmaceutical had a problem some time ago. It seems that it has lost a large amount of cash. Now it is a little bit difficult in capital turnover, but they are now thin and dead camels are bigger than horses. Not to mention Kobayashi Pharmaceutical still has many best-selling drugs. It should be restored within a short period of time." Charlie snorted, already thinking about it. When Kobayashi Pharmaceutical is relieved, he will send Ichiro back to Japan and help him run Jiro for whatever he said. In that way, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical is basically his own. So he said to Liang, "If there is anything happening at Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, please give me feedback in time." "Okay, Mr. Wade." Liang nodded piously, and said respectfully, "I will pay close attention to it." Charlie asked again, "By the way, how are your father and your brother in Changbai Mountain?"